Thanks for clicking on this video. If you want more content just like this, head over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a club legend or a club captain. You'll get perks such as 20% off all our merch, 2 free pieces of merch every single year, and you'll also be in our Discord and Facebook group so you can talk to other Reds. What more could you really ask for? See you there.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's player ratings time after Liverpool eventually got themselves into the next round of the League Cup, beating Derby County 3-2 on pens after the game ended 0-0 after 90 minutes. I am going to go through very shortly and give each of these wonderful players behind me a rating out of 10 for their performance tonight. You guys get involved in the show. It's an interactive show. Use the live chat below right now to get your thoughts as well. And also, there is a poll running throughout the show. We've picked what we think are the Liverpool's 3 standout players. You vote which of those should be given the man of the match. Who was Liverpool's best player on this night? We've gone for Kelleher, Phillips and Ramsay. There was plenty of other decent ones as well we could have went for. So if you want to pick someone else, let us know again in that live chat and we'll get you covered there as well. Right then, first up, I am going to give Kevin Kelleher his rating. I'm going to give him a 10, I think. Why not? Saved 3 penalties in the shootout. Didn't let a goal in, kept a clean sheet. Yeah, Kevin, have a 10, pal. 3 pens, get you to 10. In my book, I'll do that every day if you keep doing that. Congratulations to Kevin Kelleher. Costas at left back. I thought, again, actually some of Liverpool's senior players on the night weren't that impressive. I wonder, Errol mentioned on the watch long, is it hard to get yourself up for these type of games? Is it different because you're playing with different players? I thought Costas' corner taking was good, but yeah, he was okay. He was sound defensively, but going forward probably didn't offer the threat. A lot of blocked crosses. So I'm going to say Costas was slightly undercooked. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10, just slightly below average, I think. Is that one. Next up then, Nat Phillips. I thought Nat Phillips defended really well. A couple of times Derby County could have broke on Liverpool and Nat was there just to get in the way. There was a chance with Derby in the second half of 3-on-1 against Liverpool, and if it wasn't for Phillips being there, almost certainly would have resulted in a goal. So I thought Nat Phillips defended well, like I say. It was probably his type of game. Derby didn't offer too much of a threat in terms of tricky wingers and skill. They were very much trying to brute force it a little bit, and I think that played into Nat Phillips' hands a bit. So I thought Nat had a very good game. I'm going to give Nat an 8. Out of 10. There we go. Joe Gomez, captain Liverpool tonight. A couple of iffy back passes. There was one again where at least he didn't score off it. It went straight behind. Oh yeah, was relatively comfortable. Some really good passes as well. Sound performance. I don't think I think I don't know if it was whether they attacked Nat or Nat just seemed to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know what it was. In fact, let me just swap those around. Let me just move these 2 around. I'm pretty sure. It was more Gomez on the left of the midfield, of the defence rather. So just for clarity's sake, I'll move them round. Give him that as 8. Give Gomez. I'm just going to give Gomez a 6. Decent average centre back performance, a nice one, Joe. Well done for you. Not on frills, and like I say, I'm knocking points off because every time he does a bad pass now, I've decided I'm going to knock points off him. Calvin Ramsay at right back, first chance for people to get a real good look at him in a game. Again, defensively, really, really good. Offensively, okay, but he was up for the battle. He looked strong, he looked big lad as well, which is nice to see. Was in the right place at the right time, using his body well, adventurous enough on the ball. I will say Ramsay can have let's go. I've got 5, 6, 8. Do we go 7? Was he better? I want to give him a 7.5. I'll split the difference. Good defensively, maybe a little bit more to come in terms of the attack and play, but a good performance for me for Calvin Ramsay. Right then, let's move these along a little bit. More bunched up here, aren't I? I've got loads of room to play with on this board. I feel very, very congested in here. I'll start with Bajcetic. Very neat and tidy. You can tell he's a classy player. A couple of times I thought he tried too hard to play the perfect pass. Let's put that up. But yeah, overall good. I know we had a penalty saved I don't think it was the best penalty ever. I'm surprised he took the first penalty. Having said that, the goalie was in the cop. By the time he was that far off his line, it was a joke. But I thought Bajcetic overall was pretty good. I think I will give him a 7. I thought he was good. Clark, yeah, lots of industry from Bobby Clark. Actually, I thought he was at times. Obviously, he got subbed off relatively early in the second half, but I thought he was decent enough. There wasn't a lot of goal threat in the Liverpool team, but there was a lot of industry. I thought Clark was pretty good. I reckon just 6. Average midfield, all right, decent. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I was disappointed with Oxlade-Chamberlain, to be truthful. When you're in that team, you are the standout senior player in terms of attack, and Ox, we just didn't see enough of him. He gave the ball away a lot. It was just iffy. He has one shot that nearly deflects in. Scores a very good penalty, so credit to him for that one, for Oxlade-Chamberlain. But yeah, I think I was disappointed by Ox, to be honest with you. I thought he was below average. I'm going to give Ox a 4.5. Thought he was slightly worse than Kostas. These games, I'm not sure what it is. Well, Oxlade-Chamberlain just don't seem to suit him. Like he doesn't really, in these mixed teams, he often finds himself in. Just don't think he ever really delivers, and that was the night. But he did score a very good penalty, so credit to him for that one. Same for Fabio Carvalho, really. I expect, again, I know he's a very young lad, do not get me wrong, but he's a senior, he's a first-team player. The attack kind of should have been rolled around him. He had a good couple of touches, taking long balls out the sky. But yeah, just didn't quite happen in front of goal. I didn't think he was quite at it. I wasn't that shocked, to be honest with you, when he went off. So I think the left-hand side, Liverpool were obviously going to attack that way because they had 2 senior footballers per se, in Tsimikas and Carvalho. They might not be first-team starters every week, but they're certainly first-team squad players. But it didn't quite work for them over there. I don't think he had a particularly great game. I am going to go slightly below average and give him... You know what? No, I'm going to go 5. The 2 lads then, Stewart and Freundorf. Again, I am not judging them as footballers. I'm judging them on the performance I've seen from Liverpool. They are Liverpool players. I will just judge them out of 10. I thought, let's start with Stewart. He didn't really get a kick. He looked a little bit lost, if truth be told, the lad up front. And again, it's to be expected. He's had a big injury. He's only just come back. He has one chance that he really snatches at. And I wonder if that played on his mind a little bit because he kind of went into a shell. We just didn't really see too much of him. So yeah, I don't think it was a very good game for him overall. But again, I don't think it's his fault. I think it's amazing the fact that he's got himself back and fit and firing in this Liverpool team, and credit to him. He just started the game at Anfield up front. Well done to that young man. Hopefully there's plenty more to come. But I don't think he was very effective in this game. I think he'd probably tell you that himself. So I think I will give him, similar to what I give Ox, 4.5. Freundorf, a little bit more industry. Again, I thought Ben Doak, when he come on, showed maybe what he could have been doing. Could have been a bit more brave. He seems to be a bit safe. I think he really got involved with his defensive contributions, which was nice to see. But we didn't see a lot from him in attack. He has one header around the back post, but that was about it, really. I thought he could have been a little bit braver. I thought he played it just a little bit safe. I will give him the same rating as I give Carvalho, which was a 5. Slightly under average rating for a Liverpool forward, really. Let's go to the bench. Elliott, Bobby and Nunes. Again, fair enough. They didn't really have the impact I thought that they could have had. I think the game plan was always, listen, it was going to be hard to score with the team that Liverpool picked. But the plan was to send the big guns in off the bench. And it didn't work, did it? Didn't work at all. So, yeah, Elliott scored his penalty, credit to him for that. I thought he missed a sitter. The game shouldn't have went to penalties. I think it shouldn't have got that far because because Harvey Elliott was 3 yards out and could have just put his hand through. That's illegal. That's cheating. Could have put his foot through the ball and just ended that game there and then. I don't think it was great for Harvey Elliott, if truth be told. But he did score his pen. But I don't think he had a great game. I'm going to give him a 5. Actually, give him a 0.5. He scored the winning pen. He can have an extra mark for that one. Bobby Firmino took one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. I don't think he was particularly great in the game either. That penalty alone just loses your mark, so Bobby can have a 4. I don't know what he was pointing at. Well, he was like very confused that he'd kicked the ball over the bar, but it was him who kicked the ball over the bar. So yeah, that's what that was. Darwin Núñez, I don't think it was, again, I think he might have got lucky with his penalty. I don't think it was a great pen. But I think the goalie probably should have saved it. And again, ineffective in the tackle. I didn't see much of him. I was getting annoyed. He kept drifting out to the left and just standing on Costas' toes. And I was thinking, just get yourself in the box and make yourself the nuisance that you can be, big fella. He never quite did that. So yeah, you get a 5. Does he get a 5? Yeah, he scored his pen, I suppose. He can have a 5. Why not? Ben Doak, I thought he was a box of energy, whatever you want to call it. Really, really good. His thought was, I'll get the ball and I'm going to run dead fast. I'm going to skim players. He did really well. His first contribution was to skin a couple of lads and then fall on his face and kick it straight into the cop. It did get better after that. I was really impressed with him. For a lad who's 16, turned 17 in a couple of days, there's a lot to like about Ben Doak. You can see why he's been, earning rave reviews at the youth levels, because he's lightning quick and he moves well with the ball and he's very, very skillful. I was very, very impressed with Ben Doak. I thought he was absolutely excellent. So yeah, I'm going to give Ben Doak a 7.5 as well. Thought he had a very, very good impact off the bench. So there are my player ratings anyway. Very quickly run through it. You got Kiev with a 10. Congratulations to the best number 2 goalkeeper in the world. You got Costa Simicas gets a 5. Gomez 6. Nat 8. Ramsay gets a 7.5. Bajcetic gets a 7. 6 for Clark. 4.5 for Ox. 5 for Carvalho. 4.5 for Stewart and 5 for Freundorf. 5.5 for Harvey. 4 for Bobby for the worst penalty one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. 5 for Darwin and 7.5 for Ben Doak. Right, throughout the show you guys have been voting, I hope, for your man of the match. Hopefully that's true. I'm guessing it's Kevin Kelleher. Tom?
Yeah, Kelleher, 72%.
72% of you agreed Kevin Kelleher was Liverpool's man of the match. Basically for the 3 penalties. Didn't have a lot to do in normal time, but yeah, say 3 penalties, Kev, you're always going to get man of the match. So there you have it. That was the player rating show after Liverpool's win? Penalty shootout win over Derby County. Thanks very much for joining me for the show. Thanks to everyone who got involved in the YouTube chat as well. Really do appreciate that one. If you're not watching this live, get in the comments section and let me know what ratings you would give each of the players. If you haven't checked it out already, the fan reaction show is on YouTube now. We've got the fan cam from the ground as well with Chloe and the guys. We've got Paul's reaction from the stadium. That is all on the YouTube channel. The final whistle show, that's there as well. And then over on Redmen Plus, we've already got the In the Ground podcast. That is there for you. Me and Ella will be back live in the studio very, very shortly for the instant match reaction. And there'll be a final word show tomorrow morning. So much post-match content here at Redmen. We've got you covered every single way on the YouTube channel and on Redmen Plus. Speaking of Redmen Plus, Redmen Plus subscribers, this weekend, this Sunday, if you haven't already got your free tickets for our live show, get them now. If you are not a Redmen Plus subscriber and you want to come to the event, very, very simple. Sign up at redmenplus.com. You will get an email with a link. In that link will be your way to get 2 free tickets. It's completely free tickets for our live show on Sunday. We're at Coyote Ugly Bar in Liverpool City Centre at 4 p.m. We've got Dave Jags from the Ragamuffins singing some songs. The whole Redmen team, Paul, Chris, me, Chloe, Errol, the whole team will be there as well. So come along if you want. Like I say, if you want, we usually charge about 20 quid for tickets for live shows, given the cost of it, but we're footing the bill this time. So if you're just a Redmen Plus subscriber, sign up for a £5 and you get 2 free tickets. Essentially, you're getting £40 worth of tickets for a £5 and you get access to all the content as well. And if you don't like it, then fair enough, you can always gibber off. But come around, come and enjoy yourself at the live show with us. I'm sure you'll have a good time with us. Right then, I'm off the rest of my voice before I go back and do the instant match reaction. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I will catch you all soon. Take care. Hey, what's happening, everyone? Hope you enjoyed that show. If you did, please do give the video a like and subscribe to the channel as well. If you want even more Liverpool content, even in video or podcast form, do check out Redmen Plus, our subscription service. Tons and tons of great Liverpool content, both in video and podcast forms. Check it out. You will love it.